Burial announcement. With gratitude to God Almighty for a life well spent, the families of Egbo and Igubo of Itubuaga quarters of Odabi Comr in the Carroll East local area of Delta State announces the exit of their beloved wife, sister, mother, and grandmother, late Honorable Mrs. Regina Jose, NEE Igubo, formerly known as Ayon Green. She was a great leader in the People's Democratic Party, PDP, a woman leader and a grassroots mobilizer. She is survived by children, grandchildren, and great grandfather. Age 76 years. Burial arrangement 26 July 2024, 4 o'clock p.m. Service of songs at her residence number 20, Elizabeth Street, Boji, Owa, Delta State. 27 July 2024, 10 a.m. Body leaves Mother and Child Hospital, Owa Level, to our residence for brief line state. Funeral program at our Model Secondary School for burial service. Interment at our residence. The session follows immediately at our Model Secondary School on Wake Road, Boji, Owa, Delta State. 28th July 2024, 9 o'clock a.m. Thanksgiving service at Mount Zion Blessed Church, Ode Street, Boji, Agor, Delta State. May her soul rest in perfect peace. Amen. Signed, our children.
From the heart of Ecolab, FM 101.9, the nation's
We're starting now.
visual radio.
Headsets,
Okay.
please. Your headsets. Hello and welcome. This is the Republic, reaching you live on Sleep 101.9 FM or Wicked Delta State. I am the General, and the Republic is a program where we discuss political events, happenings, and topical issues, to be international, national, statewide, or local. And it's Thursday, July 25, 2024, 3 minutes past the hour of 7 a.m. I'm not alone in the studio. It's a full house, and I have to my right, Mfon is here. Good morning.
Good morning, General.
Hope you had a great night rest, Mfon.
It was a good night.
All right, it was a good night for Mfon. And so will not be joining us this morning's edition, but of course, the Republic would make a comeback at 9:15 a.m. today. So this first session we have Mfon, and this session we're going to have Sonny Bobo in the studio. We have a guest who decided to join us live in our studio here in Oweke, Delta State. And to my far right, I have Friday on Dabi. It's good to have you in the studio. Good morning, Friday on Dabi.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
And you just said his voice, Friday on Dabi is the CASAT coordinator, Delta Youth Peace and Development Initiative. Then I have right opposite in front of me, I have Christian Otubo. Otubo is the Delta South coordinator, Delta Youth Peace and Development Initiative. It's so good to have you, Christian Otubo. Good morning.
Good morning for being with you.
All right, and it's a pleasure having both of you in the studio with us. And we also have Barrister Fred Organist CBN Latipo, who joins us. He joins us. He's also our guest. I don't know if you see if he has connected. Good morning, Barrister Fred, if you can hear me. All right, he has not joined yet. We're hopeful that he will join us. He will join us very, very shortly. And this morning we're looking at the nationwide protest. We talked about it on Tuesday, and we're touching it today because, of course, it's building. And those planning the protests have scheduled August 1 to 10 to, of course, make their grievances known to the government. And there were some of them who have tweeted on X. I've said that it doesn't look like government does not know, the government of the day does not know what is happening with the masses. That they want to let the government know that there is hunger in the land, Prominent Nigerians have been speaking up about the protest. Atiku Abubakar, he has said that the right to protest is the right of every citizen. And other Nigerians also have said the things they have said. Yes, but before we get right into the topic today, let's remind you that this program is sponsored by Chop Money Foods. And yesterday was the birthday of Mrs. Mokolo Judith, who is the wife of Chop Money. And she runs an initiative she calls Agape Initiative for Poverty Alleviation. So if you want to be a part of that initiative, of course, their mission is to empower communities through compassionate support and sustainable solutions. Of course, they also focus on holistic approaches to poverty reduction, including educational programs, economic development, and health and well-being. So, of course, the numbers to call, just in case you want to be a part and parcel of the Agape Initiative for Poverty Alleviation, you feel free to call 090-144-79785. I think the number again, 090-144-79785. Or simply log on to www.agape.ipa.org. ORG for all. www.agape.ipa.org. And for the, I'm sure you're seeing the many things they gave us yesterday.
Yeah.
You're seeing bags of rice, you have noodles, you have cartons of tomato, the
oil.
sachet tomato, and tin. You have them in their numbers.
Yeah.
No, this time, how much is how much is the tomato? And you have how many bags of rice here? Even noodles. I don't know why Mrs. Mokoro Junior did not invite me for me. Maybe she thinks I'm not.
But you're not like on the poor, have you?
Does she know what is my account? Do you know what is my account? Do you know what is my account? It's not to talk. It's about to. It's to have it. All right. Now we'll take a message from our sponsor, Chop Money, and when we get back, we'll dive right into what we have for you today. Remember, this is the Republic of Sleep 101.9 FM. The one happened here, it's not here.
This thing is not gas out, it's data not.
Delta North.
Yeah.
I saw it, Casa, sorry. Delta North, I'll correct it. They said it's not a Casa, it's Delta North. So I'll correct it. Same thing, you have not joined. Let me reply, I'm saying never join. Let me reply, I'm saying never join.
And he said he's calling him now.
He said, how about now?
Which one was that?
How about you? Still not joining. Have you replied to me?
Yes, I'm
Barrister. Is it barrister? Let me call him.
No, he's calling him already.
Okay.
So that we can start. It's so good to have you back on the program, The Republic, which you live on Sleep 101.9 FM. I am your ready friend, the general of the airwaves, and having fun. We also have Friday Odabi, who is here with us in our studio. And of course, Friday Odabi is the Delta North Coordinator, Delta Youth Peace and Development Initiative. We also have Christian Otomo, who is the Delta South Coordinator, Delta Youth Peace and Development Initiative. So the only person we don't have here is the Delta Central Coordinator. For Delta North and South, they are heavily present. They are not, nobody's representing them. They came on their own, and because it's a very serious matter.
So they represent the initiative.
Yes, of course. You represent the entirety of the initiative, the whole initiative. But it's so good that we also have Barrister Wilfred Ogelesibe Atimo, who is the Executive Assistant to the Governor on Communication and Orientation. Good morning, Barrister Wilfred Ogelesibe. Good morning. Been a while. How is the government of Delta State? All right. You just heard the voice of the executive assistant to the governor of communication and orientation, who doubles as the chief, is in charge of the Delta State Orientation Bureau. And let's get started. The nationwide protest. I'm starting with you, Friday, Odabi. You posted something. There was something you posted by your office. You used your office to post something about the nationwide protest. Could you please take us through that post you made? And what is it all about?
All right, good morning. It's all about we calling out for Deltans, especially the youth, not to be involved in the protest.
Okay.
The brain behind it is that for a long time immemorial, protest has never ended the way it was planned. Most times it's to be hijacked by hoodlums, and the resultant effects will become disastrous. So we don't want protests at this time in Delta, especially now that gradually we are experiencing the more agenda.
Okay, the more agenda is not the government at the center. Nigerians generally are saying, what kind of hunger, what kind of insecurity, what kind of hardship, what kind of paying through the nose to get fuel. And you know that once price of fuel goes up, it affects virtually everything. Because of course, directly or indirectly, you will be paying heavily for fuel. So what does that mean? Are Deltas not patronized? Are Deltas not buying fuel? Are they not buying rice at exorbitant prices? Are Deltas also not experiencing insecurity?
Yeah, the Delta Youth Peace and Development Initiative, we are looking at the adverse effects of the protest.
Okay.
Because if you look at what happened in 2020, we are still suffering it today, the answers issue. Nigeria is so volatile at this time to embark on a nationwide protest. Because I believe as people are warming up for the protest, the other way around, people are warming up to do the other side of the game, to loot shops, to destroy government properties.
Okay. Now let me come to you, Delta South coordinator for peace and youth peace and development initiative. Comrade Christian Otubo. What do you have to say about the nationwide protest that is building up? Like some Nigerians are saying that from August 1 to 10, they are going to take to the streets and let the government know that they are suffering. There is hunger in the land, there is hardship in the land. As a result of those, they are angry.
Thank you very much. While I agree with our leader, Laji Atiku Abubakar, I said it is the right of the citizen to protest. You have to look at it. Who are those that are going to carry out the protest? Is it going to be peaceful or is it going to be very destructive? Taking a look at the NSAS protest, you will agree with me that it started peacefully. It was a great protest before it was later hijacked by people who later turned it into riots. They started looting shops and the rest. But one thing I believe is that when you are not in government and you are planning against people, you will forget that a time will come when you will be in position too. I listened to a video clip of the present president of the country, Tinubu, when Goodluck Jonathan was there during his campaign. He said the government are looting Nigerian money, that they are putting the future of the youth into problem, and this and this and this and this. But look at it today. Himself was saying that he's going to be a Maradona in terms of leadership. What is he facing now? Well, really, we are really facing hunger in the society. But I believe in Delta State, we are at peace. We are at peace, and we want the youth of Delta State to sustain that peace that I've already put in place by the incumbent governor of the Delta State. Let us sustain that peace.
All right, but there's something we need to get clear here. The protest is not against anybody, it's not targeted at anybody at all. It's against bad governance. It's against bad policies of government.
Okay.
That is what some people have said. It's all about. Femi Falana, who is the human rights activist and the senior advocate of Nigeria, did say on the national TV that the NSAS protest are government. It is what he said. Government sponsored those who hijacked it and made it look like it was NSAS protesters who were looting goods of people, innocent people, and what I mean, it was government of the day who sponsored those people who hijacked the process,
Okay.
the protest.
Okay. Please, I will agree with you that the protest is about bad governance. But what you will ask yourself is the government of Delta State, is it really bad? I will not agree with those who are saying that the government of Delta State is bad. Because this is, if you look at the cabinet of, let me start from there, the cabinet of, constituted by the executive governor of Delta State, Right Honorable Sheriff Oberowori, you will agree with me that 80% of those who form his cabinet, they are youths. They are youths. Then, apart from that, the past governor of Delta State, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, put in place things that are to assist the youth, like YAGIP, which is a Youth Agricultural Entrepreneur Program, STEP, Skill Training and Entrepreneurship Program, GIF, Graduate Employment Enhancement Program. These programs are partly to empower the youths. And I believe the present governor of Delta State, Sheriff Oberowori, did not abandon those programs. The program are still existing. And if our youth can keep into it, we will enjoy it very well. Look at the road construction, infrastructure in Delta State. He is performing very well. I think the government of Delta State is, let me say, 90% good, because there's the saying that no machine is 100% efficient.
All right. Now let me come to you, Dr. Barrister Fred Latimer, the Pastor to the Governor of Orientation and Communication, and also the Delta State Orientation Bureau Chief. I'm sure you've been hearing our discussion here in the studio. The protest, the nationwide protest that is building. Nigerians are saying that they are tired of bad governance. They are tired of bad policies of government, increasing the prices of goods and services. Things are unaffordable. They can't get even stable foods. The price of yam, price of tomato, rice, beans, it has tripled. And so they are saying they are tired. They have had enough.
It's an agreement.
All right. All right. Thank you. All right. Mm. All right, let me butt in now. Thank you very much, Dr. Barrister Fred Latimer. Now, Daniel Bwala, a former spokesperson to Atiku Abubakar, who was the 2023 PDP presidential candidate, who is still in your party because he said on national TV yesterday that he's on his way to the ruling of Progressive Congress, meaning that he has not joined, so he's still in your party. And Breno Omokri, the two of them have been saying that. Nigerians should also go back to their governors. They should hold their governors. That it's not all about the government at the center. Now, what are the governors in the 30 states of the federation doing to reduce the or cushion the effect of hunger in their various states? And you, as the Bureau chief, of course, you are the orientation and the Bureau chief to the governor. What exactly is the governor of Delta State doing to cushion the effect of hunger? Because some have said that even Femi Falana has said that Nigerians should hold their governors to account. Hmm. All right, why I mentioned, okay. Hmm. All right. Hmm. Renault or agree? He has not left. Who- But he has not moved. But what if his flight gets cancelled? Okay. Hmm. Go ahead, please. Okay.
Okay, executive assistant. Mm. Okay, sir.
All right. My colleague has a question
Now,
for
now
you.
you have listed out what is ailing Nigerians, and then you have this is the thing. These are the things that Nigerians want to protest against. But you, as a representative in the state, you're saying that Nigerians or Deltans should not join the protest against these things you have just mentioned. So, as a government official, what have you done, or what has a government in this state done to be able to mitigate that, to be able to reduce the suffering based on these things you have listed at the center? Now, as a state, what are you doing to reduce this? And you're saying that Nigerians in Delta should not join the rest of the country to protest against the center.
All right. Let me ask you now, because you're holding forth for the Delta State government. The federal government initially gave money to various state governors to cushion the effect of poverty or hunger in their various states after the removal of subsidy. And of course, we also saw the FAC allocation tripling. It didn't double, it tripled from what it was to what it is now. And Delta receives the highest FAC allocation. Now, I want to ask you three questions in one so that because of time, you'll be able to answer, because we want to bring in the list now. The 20 truckloads of rice that the Minister of Information said it has gotten to the various state governors. Has it gotten to Delta? Has Delta received the 20 truckloads of rice given by the federal government? Please go ahead. Sorry? Mm. Okay. It's not for everybody. Paraguay said it's for the poorest of the poor and vulnerable. All right. So you're saying that that's it. Okay. Mm. All right. Because of our time. Because of our time. All right. Because of the time we have.
So the executive assistant, what is government doing? What is
Okay.
your government doing?
All right. So you're saying that that's the government has not received because the Minister of Information said that they have distributed, as a matter of fact, on this nation newspaper. No, because I want to be clear on that. We want to be clear on that. Mm. All right. Now, quickly, let's talk about the new minimum wage. Of course, 70,000. No, 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 no. They've been, before you joined in, be- before you joined in, they were talking to us, all right, because we had some network meetings before you joined, all right. So let's quickly touch the new minimum wage. $70 is awaiting the assent of Mr. President. It's been passed by the National Assembly. Now, what is the plan of Delta State government on the new minimum wage, $70 minimum wage? All right, thank you very much. All right. And now coming back to you, Friday Odabi, and I guess this very protest, nationwide protest. You heard about Mr. Fred Ogenesi there say what he said. Christian Otu, I'm going to start with this Christian Otu. What is your message now to use as regards this nationwide protest? What is your message to them?
Thank you very much. I will want the youth to shelve this protest because the protest will not do us good. And I listed some of the programs that the Delta State government putting in place, and I will want the youth to equally key into such a program. They will really be of benefit to us that to those of us who are youth, and also to the development of Delta State. And also, before I will also digress a little by saying that I will want the National Assembly to prevail on the president, to see how he can come out with a broadcast to address the youth on how they can shelve this protest. And also, just like the executive assistant to the governor on orientation bureau just said, the subsidy they remove, the president remove, he should return back the subsidy so that this rate of inflation will be reduced.
All right, let me take you on the address you made mention of. The president has been addressing the nation. He did that on January 1. He also did that on May 1. The latest he did was on Workers' Day. And so many just were expecting that, of course, even Democracy Day as well, June 12. The president did address the nation. So many people were expecting that, yes, there will be. So we've seen government policies upon policies upon policies. But the has always been a problem, has always been challenged here in the country. Also, the Minister of Information, who doubles as the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, also advised the youth to share from the planned nationwide protest that they should come for a round table discussion. Now, you mentioned youth being productive. Now, if they are productive and the enabling environment is not there, how would the production take effect? How would they are being productive? How would it, how would it translate to putting money in their pocket so you don't have the enabling environment?
It is the government that are to produce the enabling environment.
And that's what the youths are talking about, saying that
yes, that's the reason why I'm saying that the president should come out with a broadcast. He should come out with a broadcast. Let him address the issue at hand. If he remains at home, maybe waiting for other people to speak for him, it's not the best. Not the best.
So why is everyone, I'm coming to you, Friday Odabi now, why is everyone saying that the protest is destructive? The right to protest, like Atiku Abubakar said, is the right of every citizen. And must protest be violent in nature? Don't they have peaceful protest anymore?
I don't think it's obtainable in our country, Nigeria.
Why do you think?
Look at the tag of this protest of rage.
That's not supporters, not every Nigerian.
No. That's the title from the center, from the people organizing it. Check it on social media, it's everywhere. That apart, for me, I don't think I've seen any protest, even secondary school riot has never ended peacefully. I schooled in this town. The secondary school I attended is very close here. Anytime that my school want to go on riot, other school will close down.
But this protest is not only the youth. Only the youth are not the ones hungry in the country. Not only the youth are hungry, the women are hungry, men are hungry, children are also hungry. So the protest, do you think it's all about, it's a youthful protest?
It's a youthful protest. It's the youth that are organizing, not the elderly ones. For me, I will call on Nigerian youth, Delta State youth, to go on dialogue. Look at what has been done for the salary increment.
The minimum wage?
The minimum wage.
Has not been implemented.
It has not.
Signed into law.
We know. It was just yesterday that it was passed.
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday, day before yesterday. Fine.
We had Tuesday, we had yesterday. The president signed 2 bills into law: the Northwest Development Commission bill and the Southeast Development Commission bill. And
maybe he wants to even increase the money. We don't know.
he can no longer increase it. If he increases it, it has to go back to National Assembly.
Yeah, he can. He can give executive order.
When you say dialogue with who?
We are already dialoguing with the government for it. We are just coming to the public now to address the youth because the D-Day is very, very close.
But is it not, should I say, somewhat annoying that it's only when the youth or when people threaten to go on protest, that's when the government tend to wake up and do something about it? Because this announcement or this cry for help has been on for as long as I can remember. So when they fix the date for a protest, that's when they come out and say, oh no, don't go on protest. You should come, let's talk. Why do they always wait for fire service?
That is Nigeria for you. It has been like that in this our country because we believe in, let me say, like somebody was saying yesterday, that our current president is the father of protest.
Yes.
I heard it. Even this morning, I also heard it.
In 2012, that he was among the Nigerians that actually took to the streets
to protest against good luck.
Administration of good luck in village Jonathan.
Exactly.
I said so.
Exactly. And the person was making jest of him. He said, look, these people that are coming up now, they are your children and your grandchildren. You understand? So in this country, we don't believe so much in dialogue per se, but it works. It will pay us better. See, if for just 2 days, imagine 2 days, shops will not open in Agbo. Where will you buy food? Where will you buy food?
Now, to my last question to you, you're talking about protest. Now, UFON has given you an instance that it is these things that draws government's attention to the plights of the citizens. It does look like everyone is speaking up now. National Assembly, everybody has been speaking up. All the leaders have been speaking up as a result of the ongoing plans. Now, without this, how would government really know that people are suffering? Because it does look like we don't go to the same market, that they use the alternative fuel. They don't buy the fuel, the kind of fuel Nigeria, the rest of Nigeria buys, the rest of Nigerians buy. And also the Dangote refinery, this saga going on between the Dangote refinery and the regulators. And this is not enough problems for you to take this. You said that there are so many protests you've witnessed and you've seen or heard did not end well. But the last protest we had in Delta State where retirees and pensioners, went to come and also protest. That ended peacefully.
That one is a section, and those people you are talking about, retirees, not just adult, they don't have the strength to cause destruction like that. They don't have youths. Bring 50 youths to this town, walk along this Lagos-Asaba road. My brother, cars will not move effectively. Business will shut down. School will not, parents will not even allow their children to go to school that very day to start. Now, let me come to the refineries issue we are talking about. If you look at our press release yesterday, we talked about this thing that National Assembly should prevail on presidency to reverse these policies that are affecting us. Not just only the fuel subsidy. The foreign exchange market is just bastardized. Our naira has been devalued. So if federal government can team up with Dangote to bring in this refinery, let it work. If that would not be enough, they can also go and revitalize the modular refineries we have in the nation. If they cannot work on the Warri and Port Harcourt refinery, maybe because those things are already gone bad for fine, they can go to Germany, another country, bring in partners to refine our crude here, and the thing will become cheaper.
All right, let's quickly attend to messages we have. Dr. Barrister Fred, this is for you, this message is for you. And the question goes to the executive assistant to the governor. How do you want the masses to take your government seriously when your previous statements made have not been implemented, like ban on Okada riders, scavengers, and they promise to stop the high rate of kidnapping in the state? As a matter of fact, some are still selling tickets to the Okada riders. You said it has been banned in 8 local government areas, which includes the Kano North and the Car South local government areas, but they are still selling tickets to Okada riders. Okay. Scavengers,
and
and they promise to stop the high rate of kidnapping in the state. All right. So this person wants to be clear. He said, how do you want the masses to take your government seriously? All right. But you said, well, it's from a listener. All right. It's from a listener, not from me. All right. Let's attend to other messages. All right. It's not my question. I'm only reading. All right. All right. Let's continue with the messages for this.
Okay, this one says the protest should hold, but God save us who are innocent. And I also pray our forces that's quite long. I told those not to run in the midday for just nothing. It told does not run in the midday for just nothing. It's either something is chasing it or it's chasing something. Nigerian leaders cannot hear the cry of people unless what has the governor of Delta State done for the Deltans? Delta State is one of the richest states in Nigeria, but it's only the rich that gets richer, the poor gets poorer. At this time, nobody is afraid of death again. Okay. Since greediness has taken the nation, the palliative cannot solve the problem. The leaders are calling for issues. We have been quiet. God will handle our Alphonse is done. Well, your message is wonderful. Good morning, the general and fun. The Dawn or Bobo from Obianyima.
Obianyima.
Okay, Obianyima, aka Peacemaker. My take this morning is that Tinubu is the genesis of all the problems we are facing Nigeria today. Secondly, we as Nigeria, we are tired of hardship in this nation. As for the protest, is okay. General and informed, may God bless you both till you met the one and only Bobo from, okay, thank you very much for your message. Good morning, General and the gang. I'm David by name. My question is to your guest. The NSAS protest in Lekki, how many people did the youth kill since the youth protest is violence? Question 2, the last presidential election, was it a protest or election? Question 3, 70,000 naira minimum wage is good for the youth, but how many youths are employed? Okay, good morning, Stick FM, General Inform and others in the house, the Honorable Comrade, Ika South Youth Coordinator.
Is that no, please, not Ika.
Okay. You said we have peace in Delta State. Does it mean that what is happening in Nigeria is not affecting us in Delta State here? Because I don't know why you people are begging us. I am Remedy from Umunede.
Maybe Remedy will just remedy the situation. So we just remedy the situation one time so that nobody will take on protest anymore.
Good morning, Stick FM. Good morning, the General. Before all your guests start, I already foresee what they will say because they are benefiting from the government. How is Delta State peaceful? Where people are kidnapped every day, is it not government's responsibility to protect life and property from CD Motors? Point to note, please, nobody will destroy property. It is the government official that is laying emphasis on that. Good morning, Stick FM. Thank you for your efforts. Who is saying the truth, the state or the federal government? The minister told us that they have sent the bags of rice. Who shall we believe? And bad government now, FD and state, Kingsley from Alpo. Top of the morning to you, the Republic crew. Firstly, I don't want to sound abusive with my response, but I want to sound that to the two guests in the studio that call them representatives, okay, leaders, and play deaf mute to our agitation. You can't treat Nigerians like dogs, and you don't expect us to bite. Now is the time to take back Nigeria. Okay, cheers, guys. Israel Young. Good morning, General. Please let him give proof of those who have benefited from the support of the governor. Then tell him not to be scared to speak freely on his principle. I'm disappointed in him requesting you to direct. Israel from Abo. Thank you for getting your message. Good morning, Republic crew. I hail thee. Personally, I'm not in support of the protest because of the negative effect it may result to the poor masses. In the aspect of palliatives, both the federal government and state government have not lived up to expectations because they have not been transparent in their distribution. As a matter of fact, federal government should stop everything about palliative and reverse their wrong policies. Joseph from Agbo. This one says, good morning, Stick FM, Dixon, the boss from Agbo. The protest is a peaceful protest, so you guys should not eat much on what is on tap. We have been crying since the suffering started. Increase of foodstuff and fuel price, nobody has said anything. So the protest will draw at, okay. The protest is not only for the youth, both men, women, and children because of the suffering. Okay, thank you very much for your message. Good morning, Stick FM. This is how we started democracy. Still the same till now. Politicians always two-faced. Dialogue has never moved the government. Just a way to stall till they finish their tenure. Precious from Ali Ahmed. This one says, good morning, Stick FM General and his gang. I'm Jude from Rome, Italy. All Nigerians in diaspora are in support of the protest.
All right, I'm from the text message, Mr. Ibel. State government telling people not to protest Islam. People, when people are hungry, the protest must go on if that will bring the desirable changes. We can't take all the messages we have. We are on time, just so many of them. But we must thank you, the executive assistant to the Governor of Communication and so we know we are going to make a comeback at 9:15 a.m. today for another discussion, right? All right, thank you very much. This is the first segment, and hopefully you will join us again at 9:15 a.m. today. And then thank you, Comrade Friday or Dabi for joining us, and sincere thanks also to Comrade Christian or to Ho for joining us. Friday Dabi is the coordinator of Delta Youth for Peace and Development Initiative, Delta North. Why Comrade Christian Otuho is the coordinator Delta South Youth for Peace and Development Initiative. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and then we hope that, of course, this message gets to Mr. President because if everywhere, if it means everywhere too, Nigerians will not even protest. You are hungry. Or are you well fed? Both of you.
They look hungry?
I'm an entrepreneur, I'm not a government worker.
But do you have the environment, the right environment? Is the environment favorable to you? Are the government policies not affecting you?
It is, but not too much because as an entrepreneur, it's only mainly those who are government workers that they can affect. If the prices go up, my services will also go up.
All right. I almost forgot to ask, right? But we would have him back on the program. We're going to talk about flooding in Delta State. But then, that's our program, everyone. That's it. The first segment of Republic ends now. But at 9:15 a.m., we'll be back on this program, The Republic. So join us again at 9:15 a.m. But first, we'll bring you Sleep Sports at 8 o'clock a.m. Keep listening to Sleep 101.9 FM. It's been the general and informed. Don't forget that we had Comrade Christian Otuwo and Comrade Friday Odabi with Barrister Fred Ogenesibe. Join us again.
Nigeria matter, if you begin talk.
Some more messages.
Well, I don't think that the government should embark on advising you not to join the protest.
No, see, the protest
the protest, if it starts, it's going to be